Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Williams starting with a pass here. It's taken in by Romadunze. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Still going inside the 35. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
At the 22-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st down, Williams to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Colston Loveland. So it's 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Brings it in. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
To the air yet again, Williams. And no connection on the two-point try. It fails. Well, hey, tip of the cap, we're really trying to seize control with an 8-0 lead here early. But the success from their opening drive didn't carry over into that two-point play.
And if anything, partner, really backfired because you gave them a chance to recoup a little momentum they lost. Getting beat down with that drive. Not only that, but if this offense answers touchdown for touchdown, they can actually now take the lead.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Steelers find an answer with their opening drive. Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers literally won up that opening touchdown drive as they take a 7-6 lead here. Now Boswell on to send this away. Blackwell now to return it. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Catch is made down the right sideline. The 30. He's at the 10. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead on the first play of the drive. Williams has his guys set. Looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Bears 12, Steelers 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away.
For Chicago.
On the return, here comes Austin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Austin on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq, go!
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Rodgers from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now an inside give to Johnson. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
4th down now, Rodgers. He's got his man. This is Austin. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Steelers first down.
Rodgers going to throw on 1st. Short pass brought in. There he goes, right sideline. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have a single-point lead in the 1st. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a slim 2-point lead.
Bears 12.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
Pittsburgh.
Blackwell now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
What is up?
Williams to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
No gain on the
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Drops it underneath. Swift. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of game.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. The Steelers have played to an early lead. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll start out with third and maybe a couple inches at most.
Volunteer!
Williams from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
We've set it down from 37.
Ready to Axel!
Williams to throw on first. This is Loveland working the right side. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready to
Here's Williams again. Finds him over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 coming up on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Ready to go!
Again, it's Williams. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line. Brock, they're going for it, 4th and 3. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The only move this offense is making is toward the line. Brock, they're going for it, 4th and 3. They motion the tight end over. They will go for it, Williams. They connect for the first. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready to
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Steve, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready to go!
Here's a design run. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down.
Ready, set up.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready, set up.
Motioning left is their running back. Williams will look to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Punch, you got it.
Working from the gun, Williams. Rolls caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready, set up.
To throw is Williams. Chased out to his right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
Here we go. Pimp him. Pimp him. Pimp him.
4th down, Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead just before halftime. It's a Romaduzzi touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Check the eagle. Check the eagle.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. But he's not going to reach the end zone, so they get 6, but not an extra 2 just before the break. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Kevin Byard comes up with it. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Austin on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Run from Warren here to start the third. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Johnson gets it on first and 10. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. This is Metcalf working that right side. He's off to the races. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. Blackwell now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
What is that?
Williams set to pass. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play, breaking the pocket.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there.
What is that?
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Third down, here's Williams. That's the Adunze again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
What is that?
Looking to throw. Secured by Burden on the slant. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory. First down now, ball at the 33. Rodgers from the gun. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Shotgun pistol with Johnson. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action here with Rodgers. Pass it down close. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak with Howard. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Boswell to add the PAT.
Chris Boswell on board for Panthers.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Connects downfield on target to Burton. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10.
1st down, Williams. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They get to Johnson to start this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
To throw, Rodgers finds him over the middle. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. You know, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Look at the 8.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. That heater is going to fall to the turf. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Steelers with a 10-point advantage. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. First down throw by Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing now. Complete right side, but the lateral goes haywire. Fumble! And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Desperation time here on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
Johnson, and he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Yes, and the ego to my